What's up guys, that Racing Game Guy here. Turn 10 decided to gift me 200,000 credits, so now I have the one and only Porsche 918. Now, I was considering following the build of, let's say, the 3D tuning build that I did of the 918, and I kind of ended up straying from it just a little bit, but it's kind of similar with the blue and everything. But I did darker blue because it is blue carbon fiber, and I'll show you guys that once I get in the garage. But since I'm up at the airport, I was going to start off and give it the drag test. So, starting off with the quarter-mile drag, I can go ahead and start this in 3, 2, 1. .168 in the quarter-mile drag. That's awesome. This thing accelerates so fast, and even in 7th gear, it's still pulling hard. See, as you can see, I've already given it the mild test there. One really great thing about this as a drag car is, yes, it spins, it has wheel spin. I will show you guys how much horsepower it has once I get to the garage. Idle breaks all 4 loose, which is just like a mind-boggling feat. But I'll go ahead and give it the mild test here. That was really close. .243, almost 244. Not bad at all. And like I said, even in 7th gear, it is still pulling extremely hard. I'm honestly kind of surprised that 1st gear redlines before 50 miles an hour. But I guess that helps contribute to the super fast acceleration. It's just something that I have to get used to, because I'm used to first redlining closer to 60 or 70 rather than 46, 47 miles an hour. Another reason is probably because it has 7 gears. Typically, a lot of the cars that I drive can make it to 250 miles an hour. Well, some of them can, but the ones that can, they usually have a 6-speed transmission. So the gears have to be spread out farther, obviously. This has 7th gear, so it's got that 1 extra gear to propel it even farther. Yet accelerates super fast. I wish I could put a 7-speed in all of my cars, but it kind of drifts a little bit for what it is. Oh, don't start raining now. I'm gonna fast travel down here and see if I can't beat the rain. Hopefully it'll be nice and sunny and dry. And the game weather today is simulating real life weather, because here in Georgia it has been on off rainy sunny all day. Got caught in the rain earlier leaving class. Kinda sucked, but got really wet. It's just water though. So it kind of drifts, which is surprising for an all-wheel drive car. Again, I'm not used to that 1st gear being so short. Let's see. And the rain is helping drift a little bit. It's helping keep all 4 loose. Which, ooh, a little bit too much oversteer there. See, there the all-wheel drive starts messing you up, because if the front wheels regain traction, and if I'm I'll stop here for a second, but if I'm sideways like this and I have my wheels pointed that way down the way that I want to go, and my rear wheels are just spinning and I'm just revving it, keeping them spinning, I'm following the front wheels. And the front wheels, I keep them pointed the direction that I want to go. But, and sometimes I have to, you know, sometimes you have to go the other way just to keep the rear end loose and keep it from correcting itself. But sometimes when you do that, when you make that switch, the front will regain traction, and they'll, you know, you'll be facing this way, and then all of a sudden they'll just regain traction and pull you off course of where you want to be. So that's why I don't like drifting a front wheel drive. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but just to illustrate it a little bit. See what I mean there? You can feel it more than you can see it, I think. But the guys that are watching this that have drifted front wheel drive and drift front wheel drive, or I should say all wheel drive, all wheel or front wheel drive, you guys are the ones that will know exactly what I'm talking about. But this isn't a drift car. It just has a little bit of drift potential there, which I'm definitely not complaining about. Sorry. This thing is like so, whoops. This thing is so amazingly fast though. Like it weighs 3,100 pounds, yet it's still lightning fast. Yeah, there's the horsepower. 1,450 horsepower, 1,350 foot-pounds of torque, which is absolutely ridiculous for a car like this. But I'll let you guys hear the exhaust a little bit, just because, and then I'll talk about it. So just listen to it. I like the exhaust a lot in this car for a couple reasons. It's a bit of a change from the usual. Now, the usual for me is either between roaring V8, like roaring excessively, obnoxiously loud V8, and the other one is, I didn't even know you could go up here. The other thing for me is screaming V12, like Lamborghini, Ferrari, etc. I say this is a nice change because it's not that typical hypercar, supercar sound. Yes, it's loud, but it's not excessively loud. It has a more rich, I guess, flavorful, if you know, whatever, tone. It has a richer sounding tone, and it's very proper. It's very conservative. It's not a screaming engine, although it does have some volume. And while typically I like things as loud as possible, it is a nice change just to switch it up and have something like this that you can definitely hear. It's not silent, but it's nice to have the change, and it's nice to have it more toned down, yet this is still like the fastest car that I own in the game. Like, I will catch this guy in a heartbeat. And I might race him. No, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the hub. I'm gonna go back to the hub, and I will show you guys the build because I'm already 10 minutes into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the build. That way I don't run it too long, because I'll start running it too long and then run out of things to say. Yeah, so let's see if I can't make my way back through Nice here. The hub isn't too far over this way. I didn't stray too far from it. I didn't mean to stray from it at all, but, you know, it happens. Whoops. Wow. Wow. I feel really bad about that. Like, it's a Porsche 918, and I just wrecked it into, like, a bunch of stuff. But, let's see. I'm almost to the hub. The hub is right over here. Okay, you know what? This is taking too long. Okay.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Well, that's... Whoops. Gosh, I feel terrible about doing that. Because even though it's a game and it doesn't matter, it's like... I just wrecked
Recalculating route.
Ouch. Oh my god. See how fast I can get there.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Not very fast if people... Oh my god. Not very fast if people keep cutting in front of me. Dude, stop! Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Okay.
Turn right.
Turn right.
In 400 yards, bear right.
Another thing is the wheel spin, especially from a launch. You don't have too much of it.
Keep right.
Which is very surprising for a car with 1,450 horsepower. Typically, you know, in this game, cars like that with huge horsepower, they light up all four through, even through, like, all the way through second gear, a little bit into third gear. This car lights them up. Yes, it lights them up all the way through first gear, but it's still moving really fast. And it lights them up a little bit in second gear at first, but in second gear, about maybe 40% through second gear, the tires catch traction and it goes, which, you know, little wheel spin is a really good thing. Spinning ain't winning. So, now that I'm in the garage, I can show you guys the build, and you can also see the blue carbon fiber better. So, as far as the engine goes, I have it twin turbo, and I have everything in here fully upgraded, so I'm not going to go into there really and show you, but you can see the blue carbon fiber more. As far as this stuff goes, I have everything fully upgraded except for the roll cage, because I don't want the roll cage. I do have the rally springs on it. They don't really change the stock ride height at all, because it's like already on race springs. But just they softened it up a little bit. I think they might help the handling a little bit better, more like I would like it, more like I prefer, as well as they allow a pretty good amount of steering angle, which is why I use it on all my stuff. Now, stock transmission is like already, like, this car is already fully upgraded when you get it, so it's already got a race transmission. This transmission kills your top speed, so why anybody would put that transmission in this car, I have no idea, but it's there as an option. I do have the race driveline because weight reduction, bro. Stock tire compound, which is already a race tire compound. Of course, I have the width fully upgraded. Do have these wheels on it because I was looking through the wheel styles, trying to find something very close to the 3D tuning 918 that I built. But I saw this, and the car was blue, and I saw these, and I was like, ooh, those wheels look really good, and they have a blue lip on them, so I was like, I'm going to stray from the 3D tuning build some. And then I started looking at what color I could make the body of the car, and I was like, ooh, carbon fiber. So I just kind of trashed that idea. I did not upgrade the size of the wheels. I did add that front splitter down there. And then, like I said, twin turbo, aspiration conversion. Pretty much the same thing that I always do. I turned down the final drive just a hair. Alignment, added a little bit of camber to help some cornering ability, but it's not an excessive amount of camber. A Porsche 918 is the last thing that I would ever camber. I did tighten up the springs a little bit and drop it down all the way. You know how it goes. The aero, now that's not usually something that you see me do just because I usually don't add aerodynamic parts, but the cornering on this, I was looking at the top speed, and if I were to adjust the front splitter all the way down towards speed, then my 0 to 60 time would actually be barely, like, just a hair higher, and my top speed would only go up about 3.4 miles an hour. So it's, you know, I want the extra cornering ability for this car more than top speed, because I'm not going to be above 260 miles an hour very often, if ever. So that's my reasoning behind that. I did turn up the brake pressure because Lord knows I'll need it in a 1450 horsepower Porsche 918. Differential I played with a little bit. I might play with it a little bit more, but I do like the way it's set up now. So that's the build. Let's see, back out of here. And it's becoming nighttime, but that is the Porsche 918 build, the build I've been waiting for a while to be able to do. So thank you, Turn 10, for the gift of 200,000 credits. Otherwise, I would have been waiting a little bit longer for this car. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the Porsche 918 Spider build. You know, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for more great stuff. Like the video, comment down below what you think. Thank you guys for watching.